shadowing an sales executive at one point. They got into a pipeline call, and it was a cat and mouse game, if you will, between the rep and the manager. Problem number one is this rep was tracking probably 20 deals at the time. The rep wanted to talk about his favorite deals, didn't want to get into the deals that were on the bubble because obviously that's where the tough questions started. The manager had a completely different objective. He wanted to talk about those deals so that he could coach the rep and help him to do better. So as I watched over the course of the hour, there was this back and forth, and the reality is at the end of the day, nothing happened. So here's where Predictive comes in. Number one, we can actually look at your deals, score your deals, and tell you which ones are on track and which ones are on the bubble. Help you prioritize. Number two, we can help you focus. You're, as a manager, going to want to look at those deals that might be in the 50-60% range in terms of probability. Those are the ones you want to talk about. Don't worry about the 90%, the 95%, they're going to close. Number three, we help you to target to win. The way that we do that is, in addition to scoring deals, we'll tell you specific actions that will improve the scores. You're not engaged with procurement yet, make sure you reach out to that person. You haven't positioned the value correctly, we can notice that and give you some pointers with that as well. So the traditional sales organization is retrospective. They cull together information and then try to make sense out of what happened, but there's very little thought put into what's going to happen and how am I going to respond. The predictive sales organization turns that on its head. It's constantly getting real-time feeds from different data sources, including reps and managers, but it's translating that into the events that will happen. But the second thing is it's built an agile organization that's able to move quickly and mobilize resources around those big opportunities. You got to have both. You got to have a line of sight into the future, but you have to have an organization that can take advantage of it. And it's those organizations that bring together those two factors that we're labeling predictive sales organizations. The reality is the raw material is already there. Companies have spent a tremendous amount of dollars already pulling together data in the form of CRM systems and back office systems. One of the things that C9 will do is come in and put a predictive layer on top of that to translate that data into forward-looking perspectives. Yahoo deployed globally C9. They were able to improve the time that they took to generate a forecast by about 13%. So to put that in perspective, 1,000 sales reps, you improve time by 13% to generate a forecast. That's literally 130 more reps out in the field. We've got other customers that are using our predictive sales capabilities to forecast. They're actually able to double forecast accuracy. And this is a great story I love to share. It's about a company in the high-tech space, high-tech hardware. They were able to take C9 and on the first day of the quarter project which deals would close. We compared that to the deals their reps were calling at the first day of the quarter. And then as we fast forward to the end of the quarter, we learned who was right. Turns out that we had outperformed those sales reps by a factor of 157%. If you could know which deals you're going to close before the quarter even starts, it impacts the way you deploy resources. It even impacts discounting. If you know your pipeline's full and you've got a strong ability to close deals, you're going to have less of an appetite to discount, and that has a direct impact on your bottom line.